Finally, let's think about this concept of achieving a target profit. So we've run our break-even analysis. We know how many units we need to produce and sell in order to reach a profit of 0. But my guess is we will seldom be satisfied with a profit of 0. We're typically always looking for a positive outcome, in which case we want a positive profit. So let's think about this. When break-even is the condition where price times quantity is equal to total fixed cost plus average variable cost times quantity, that's the same thing as saying price times quantity minus total fixed cost plus average variable cost times quantity is equal to 0. That's break even again. All I've done is I've taken the equation, I've rearranged it. I've taken this term that used to be over on the right side of the equal sign, and I've just subtracted it from each side such that we're left with 0 on the right side and negative of the term on the left. So doing this is referred to as endogenizing the cost into the same side of the equation with the benefit, endogenizing cost into this relationship. So what if we want a certain level of profit? Well, in this case, let's assume that what we want is $100 in profit. We know that we've got 20Q, the price times the quantity, minus total fixed costs plus the average variable cost times the quantity. So we need to now identify at what quantity we can reach this profit of 100. So we're going to do the same thing we did earlier, only instead of this being equal to 0, we're going to end up with something that gives us the equivalency of 100. So we'll go ahead and take this and we'll rearrange the equation such that we end up with 20Q minus 13.05Q minus 775 equals 0. That then can break down to 6.95Q equals 875. We took the negative 775 and brought it over here, added it to both sides, so we have positive 875. And that then lets us divide so that we can normalize on Q such that we're dividing both sides by 695, such that we've got 875 divided by 6.95, which is then 125.89, or we might think about this as then now either 126, or we could think about it as being 125, because in either case, we have profit. We haven't created a loss. But if our target is 100, and we'd rather not go below our target, let's stay at our target or above, in which case we're going to look at 126 units of shoes, 126 pair of shoes. Well, we can think about this also as being a function of average revenue, average total cost, average profit per unit. So let's think about this. Our average revenue is going to be total revenue divided by the quantity is going to equal our price, which is our average revenue. So if you have a set price for a product and you don't deviate from that based upon the number of units being sold, price is equal to average revenue. Average total cost is going to be equal to average revenue when we're at break even. Average total cost will be less than average revenue when we're at profit, or when we're at loss, average total cost will be more than average revenue. Average profit per unit then can be thought of as price minus average total cost per unit. So these are just some ways of thinking about this that's a little bit different than the equations very plainly showed you, but you can get there fairly easily by looking at the equations and rearranging them algebraically.